Aloha everybody and welcome back to my channel. This is my everyday makeup tutorial. We're first going to start out with MAC Prep and Prime Moisture Infusion, and I'm going to be taking that on the back of my hand. And for this I'm going to be using a Luxie 524T brush. So I am going to be putting that all over my face. My face is really dry, so before I put on any foundation, I do like to moisturize my face with this product. Next, I'm going in with MAC Paint Pot in the color Painterly. So I'm going to be applying this product all over my eyelid. I am using my ring finger, but you can also use a brush if you'd like. So for the majority of this makeup look, I'm going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm taking the first color, which is Golden Ochre, with a tapered blending brush and putting that right in my crease as a transition shade. So I'm going to be taking that color Raw Sienna, and I'm going to be using the same tapered blending brush and putting it right over the Golden Ochre shade in my crease. The Golden Ochre shade ended up being too light for my skin tone, so I'm just going to put Raw Sienna over it and darken it up a bit. Next, I'm going to be taking the Jaclyn Hill palette and using that dark brown shade at the end there on the second row, and I'm going to be taking the Real Techniques brush and I'm going to be putting that in my crease to darken it up even further. Taking that same taper blending brush I used for my transition shade, I'm going to be blending all those colors in my crease. We're going to be going in with the Modern Renaissance palette again, and I'm going to be using the color Cypress Umber. So to apply the eyeshadow, I'm going to be taking a Real Techniques smudge brush, and I'm going to be taking that Cypress Umber shade. I'm putting that on the outer corners of my eyes. If you're one that likes to do foundation before your eyeshadow, I recommend tapping any excess eyeshadow off of the brush. That will decrease the amount of fallout that will fall on your foundation after. So next, I'm going to be using the brush that came with the Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm going to be blending all of the colors in my outer crease and my crease together. You might notice that when you're blending out all of these colors, it does get a little bit lighter on your outer corner of your eye. So just keep applying that dark shade and keep blending until it's all blended out nicely. At this point in the makeup look, you can use any neutral shade to put on the other half of your eyelid. I personally like to use a lot of shimmer, so I'm going to go in with the Artist Couture Diamond Glow Powder in the shade Illuminati. To apply this shade, I'm going to be taking a brush like this one. You can use any brush that has the same shape, and I'm going to be spraying a MAC Fix Plus on the brush to apply this glow powder. Just a quick tip, if you wet the brush before you apply any shimmer eyeshadows or powders, it will come out looking 10 times better, I promise. to start off with the face, I am going to be taking the Benefit POREfessional primer, and I'm going to be taking the MAC 130 brush. I'm going to be taking that primer and putting it right in my T-zone on my cheeks and right in between my eyebrows to prep my face and minimize any pores. Next, I'm going to be taking my favorite beauty tool of all, which is the Black Beauty Blender, and I'm going to be applying my current foundation, which is the MAC Studio Sculpt SPF 15 foundation. If it'll focus, there you go. And I am in the color NC35. I am not sure if you guys know this or not, but you do have to wet your beauty blender before you use it, ladies. If you don't wet your beauty blender, it'll be like pounding your face with a baseball, and I don't think anybody wants to do that to their own face. So just run the beauty blender under a faucet with water, and it expands and it'll be way softer on your skin. So the next thing I'm doing is using the Maybelline-Age Rewind Dark Circle Eraser in the color Light Pale. And I'm going to be putting that in my under eye and also right below the place where I put my contour shade. And I'm going to be taking a beauty blender and just blending that all out into my foundation. By the way, if you guys caught that, I already did have concealer on my face. I apologize. I used the wrong one. I used my NARS concealer first, and I forgot that I had run out. So I am using the correct one now, which is the Age Rewind concealer. Okay guys, so I have no idea how to pronounce this brand, but I guess it's me. I'm going to be taking their brush, and I'm going to be taking the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I'm going to be taking that middle yellowish tone color, and I'm going to be placing it under my eyes and also right under where I put my contour shade, so the places that I use the concealer. And at the end, I'm also going to just run the brush all over my face just to kind of set the foundation. I don't use translucent powder because my face is so dry, so I just like to use whatever excess powder that I have all over my face. Okay, so we're gonna go in with the same palette, the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and we're gonna start contouring with the Real Techniques contour brush. And I seriously had no idea how to contour and highlight a couple years ago, and so I went to Sephora to learn how to contour and highlight. So this is the technique that I learned. I'm gonna be taking this brown middle shade first, and I'm gonna be putting it right below my cheekbones. By the way, if it's harder for you to figure out where exactly to place that contour shade, you can always make a fishy face like what I'm making here, and it'll help you with your cheeks to see where to exactly place the shade. Okay, so now we're going to go in with the second color, which is that brown color all the way to the left. And we're going to be placing that in the same place and just blending it out and making it a little bit darker. I'm also going to be placing that color a little bit higher on my temples and also under my chin. You don't have to do this step, but I like to just darken up my face a little bit. Next, I'm going to be taking my MAC Mineralize blush in the color Gleeful, and okay, I cannot find my brush. Where did it go? Seriously? Okay. It's the Sedona Lace FB03 brush. And I'm just going to be putting that on my cheeks. Okay, so I'm going to be taking the Jaclyn Hill dark brown shade again, and I'm going to be using the Real Techniques smudge brush, and I'm just going to be putting that dark brown shade under my lower lash line. So you do not have to do this next step, but I'm going to be taking that same brush that I used for the shimmer eyeshadow and taking the Max Fix Plus and spraying the brush again. And I'm going to be putting that same diamond glow powder in Illuminati in my inner corner. Again, you do not have to do this step, but I did need a little bit more shimmer. I'm going to be using my favorite mascara of all time for my lower lashes. This is the IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. So onto false lashes, I'm going to be using the Dual Strip Lash Adhesive in the dark tone. I don't know what it is about this dark color, but I like to use this instead of the white. I don't know, guys. That's just my preference. For me, it tends to stay on longer. I know for other people, they've said that the white lash adhesive stays on longer. I don't know. It's just my thing. Also, I did get a lash applicator, the pink one that I was using from my Cassie MUA makeup seminar, but I seriously am so used to using my own fingers to apply these lashes, guys. I just resort to using my fingers after. Okay guys, I am so bad with names. I cannot pronounce this brand name for my life, but just use any black eyeliner for your upper lash line. I love to always use black eyeliner for my upper lash line. It just looks a lot more put together, especially when you're using false lashes. Alright, time for the fun part. We're going to go in with Anastasia Beverly Hills Aurora palette, and I am going to use the shade if it'll focus any time now. We're going to use the shade Lyra today. We are also going to use the brush from Sedona Lace, the FB05 brush. And of course, my favorite part, we're going to be spraying the MAC Fix Plus on it, right ladies? So let's put on this highlighter on my cheekbones. I also like to put the highlighter on my nose and on my cupid's bow. When you put the highlighter on your cupid's bow, it makes your lips look more full. Alright, taking my favorite MAC lipstick in the color taupe, I'm gonna just be applying that all over my lips. Alright ladies, we don't need to ruin all of our hard work that we just did by having our makeup come off halfway through the day, so we want to set it with the MAC Fix Plus and spray that all over our face so that it can last longer. Alright guys, we have reached the end of our makeup tutorial. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to all of you who comment on my Instagram and on my YouTube videos. I really appreciate all of your support, and stay tuned for the next video. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and leave any comments of any makeup looks that you'd like to see.
That's it, Brian?